Hillbilly Orchids. Welcome back to my channel. I hope everybody had a fantastic weekend. Of course, it's Monday, but this won't air until the weekend again. So I hope you have a good following weekend. Yeah, I got to do it this way because with my schedule and stuff, I got to film it early. I have to. So, but let me think. Everything out here is doing pretty good. The humidity is about 64. It's actually too warm in here. I'm gonna up the AC. That is entirely too warm. I didn't think that it really, I thought it felt decent in here, but obviously that's too high for these guys. And they can withstand it for a little bit, but they don't like to live in it. Absolutely not. Like I said, there's been a few times I've taken some to the grow space and they don't last a week back there. It's just entirely too hot for them. They definitely need 70 or under. So we're about 9 points off out here right now for these guys. So I'm gonna have to cool it down for them. The main spike. Let me see if I can turn on the light. See if that helps a little bit. The main spike on the Linda Lingle is really out here really good and definitely getting some coloration to it. I'm gonna have to watch that one. I tried to spike it or stake it. Tried to spike it. I tried to stake it, and yeah, it wasn't happening. And so I thought, well, I'll just go ahead and gently wrap it to the leaf, and it helped hold it up there some. But when they start opening, I'm gonna have to pick a place for that one because it is right around that bud, and I don't want it to affect that bud from actually opening. So yeah. Anyways, everybody through here is doing good. The Nellie's doing really good. That bulb is definitely mature now off of that newest growth, but so far I have not seen a spike or anything. So definitely we'll be watching. Oh, and I guess I better go back, and I forgot about this little guy. Yep, the other Linda Lingle spike is coming up there too. Almost forgot her. So then, of course, you have the Roselia. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Smells so lemony fresh. So it's just such a great little plant. Like I said, really great bloomer for me. Constantly has new spikes off of the new growth. So she's just a real pleasure to have in the grow space. Francine Rose Glow. Still got her huge spike here. Looking good. Really, really pretty colors, definitely. So, but some new things going on back in the grow space. I actually got to water this week. So I really thought after 2 weeks of not being able to have hands on the plants, I really thought I'd see more, and I didn't. So I was kind of a little set back by that, but I'm like, well, you know, is what it is. But there is a few surprises, so hang tight and let's go back and check them out. We are back here in the jungle, and I'm going to just give you a quick view of the Vandas, and then I'm going to remove them so we can look at the jungle. So hang here for a minute after I put the Vandas into soak, and I'm just so proud of her, you guys. I'm so proud. 6 years to do it, and I did it. I still can't believe I did it, but I did it. The honeymoon Vanda, she looks so good. That was a better spike than I bought her with. Isn't that funny? It's a better spike than I bought her with. Nothing much really going on actually in this jungle. But, you know, everybody's growing. Got some nice sheaths on the purple rata and such. I haven't got to water as of yet, but everybody's looking pretty good. The buds on Mushu, as Michael calls it, are still hanging around there. I'm definitely too short to to get them in, you know, in the right frame, I guess. But they're mounted on that piece of wood right there. Doing pretty good. The Hoka Blossom Kimbalanium there, doing good. Just ain't never bloomed for me since, you know, since I got it. But yeah, neither has this Tetrarthron. Big, huge plant won't bloom. It gets kind of annoying after a while. All right, let's zoom around. Focus. There we go. Another bud coming on Violacea indigo. Such a fantastic smelling. I really think everybody should have a Violacea and a Bellina in their collection. I really do. I moved Rebecca over here because she is needing more light and she outgrew her shelf. So far so good with her. She's doing quite well in a sort of a semi-hydro type setup. So she's not doing too bad. Hannah is doing pretty good, hanging in there. My black-haired Dendrobium has 2 new growths. Right there, the bigger one. And then you see the smaller one between the 2 big spikes there. So it's looking good. The spike on the Cherry Baby is really extending out. And if it gets too long, I'll probably have to stop it from reaching the fan. Last thing we want to see is, you know, her tip get smacked around or snapped off because of the fan, ceiling fan. So, all right. Let's see. Celebensis got potted in moss. Yes, moss. You guys are all probably going to flip out over that. She wasn't doing very good at all in the bark. She wasn't doing very good at all on the mount. So I put her in like a basket with some bark. You know, I just put the mount in a basket with bark over it. That wasn't doing anything either. Her roots were staying really too dry. So I went ahead and switched her to moss with oyster shell to help keep the pH balanced in the pot. So hopefully that will give these newer leaves a fighting chance. I wanted to try, you know, since she's been on a mount, she's kind of growing upward. So I did want to try to find some way to kind of like lean her over. I might wind up kind of hanging her from this pot so that she grows correctly, because she has that bend to her where she's been growing off of a mount. Basically, not much is going on. I snipped off the 2 keikis on Odorion here, so they're right here. Oh yeah, I can show you. They're right here, and right here's the other one, side by side. I put them in, can't remember, is it, I put that one in moss and this one in coconut husk. I thought I put them both in coconut husk, but maybe it was a little bit of mix of moss too. So, and basically that's all that's happening on that shelf. Down here, not much is happening on this side. There's some things happening on the other side, so let's go check them out. McCultzy there is getting nice and big. It's growing really, really good. Put out a really nice, nice new big leaf for me from a seedling, so she's looking good. So hang tight. Here on the bottom shelf we have, this is the Witchcraft. I don't know, the small guys just are not doing that great this year, so we'll see. She seems kind of weak to me, but still alive, I guess, so, you know, we'll see. We'll see how that transpires. Foul pumpkin here, I didn't see it last week. I'm not sure it was there yet. It might have been teeny, but it wasn't noticeable. So I got a spike on Belina pumpkin, which is amazing. Great, super news. Uncle George, still want to say Uncle Charlie, got a couple buds forming. That one bud is really formed nicely, so I'm really excited. I don't know what that spotty speckle stuff is, but the other one there, it is also forming a bud. So yeah, can't wait. She's looking really, really good. Up here, the Yenlin, Chia E Yenlin is still going strong. And guess what? I got big, super huge news for you guys. I'm gonna have to get pictures of this before it goes away, because I will just freak out if it does. I gotta kind of scoop these around. This is something that is just picture worthy. You gotta, when it comes up, you gotta do it. You gotta stop everything, hold the phone, and take pictures. Ready? Da, 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 da. Ah! All three of them are open, y'all. Ain't that great? Ain't that great? Look at that. Ah, Pink Belina. She smells out of this world. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Just amazing. So yeah, I got to get her over there to the table today and get some very, very nice pictures taken of her. She's really outdid herself this time. Belina Pink Belina. I was moving around the Cassandra here behind her. I'm gonna put her in some different light, put her off to a different section, because I want her to do good, because my other Cassandras didn't fare so well. Of course, you see the one there that looks like it's all ate up, chewed up. It's got a nice big bulb, but it's yeah, it got thrip damage really badly. So yeah. Anyways, now that my thrips is all under control, yeah, I'm gonna hopefully, I mean, it's still, the bulb and everything's good. I won't swear that it'll bloom. You know, you never know, but it's really big. It's got a nice big bulb on it. I'm going to do a catasetum update, so you'll really get to see everybody in the catasetum section and see what's going on with each of them. I've lost a few of the smaller ones, so, but the bigger ones all seem to be doing okay. So we'll hang tight, and or well, I guess we could go up here and see Beautiful Smiles up there, and then of course over here is the first one. So they're doing okay, not too bad, but nothing else is really going on up there. So just hang tight, and we'll hit underneath of the Grow Star. Sponsored by the Orchid Supply Store. It is literally your one-stop shop for anything and everything you could possibly need orchid related, and they even sell orchids. Use my name code Hillbilly in the code section for a 12% viewers discount. So go check them out, y'all. You guys, we are over here on this side of the jungle. I haven't got a chance to water any of the mounts as of yet. I need to, this one got moved over it got moved from the other side of the room over here to under the grow star, but I had put it over here where the yellow bird is now on the wall. I took the yellow bird down because it was back there where the like cocky eye is right now. You see her. I thought maybe the like cocky eye needed some more light because, like I said, she wasn't really doing that much, and she didn't have any new growths, no new, no new growth or anything. So, and no blooms, and it's hard to see her for being behind the luteola, or not luteola. What is wrong with me? The labiata. What is that? Now I'm confused about which one that is. But anyways, she didn't do anything, so no new growth, nothing like that. So I figured it was time for a change up. So got her changed around, and so the yellow bird, better zoom you guys back out. So the yellow bird is now over here behind the, I was going to bust it up. The yellow bird is a huge mount that does nothing more than grow every year, and it does not bloom. Of course, I'll zoom in a little bit. You can see it had gotten plenty of light because a lot of the tips got burnt, and it has a lot of new growth, but it has never bloomed for me. And that plant came from Bobby Jeffries, and it never bloomed. It never bloomed for him, and so I took it, and it never bloomed for me. So Tony suggested, and I mean, it's worth a shot, because I took it down. I was going to bust it up. I was going to take it off the mount. I was going to bust it up, and I was going to try scaring it into blooming. Well, Tony suggested to me, he said, for 2 months this winter, make it cold. Get it as cold as you can without it freezing. He said, don't water it. Really, let it desiccate or whatever. Not a lot, but, don't water it. Let it get cold. He said, then bring it back in, slowly warm it up, and then slowly start watering it again. And he said, see if that don't jolt it into something, because it is a nice big specimen size plant to be not blooming. I mean, that thing really should be phenomenally blooming. It has many growth points. It puts out many new growths, and each of those new growths should have a spike on it. So that thing should be just like a bloom factory, and it's not. So as you can see, Jonesy has got a couple more open. I think the last one's trying. That one is about to go over already, and I lost some on that spike. I don't know if I still had some thrips on that mount or what, but when I had it down, I treated it. So far those blooms seem okay. So I thought I pretty much had rid of the thrips, but maybe there was a few here, yonder, and there. They're really hard to get, and because the mounts are hanging, they're harder to treat. So especially with that flake stuff that I've been using. But I've been spraying the mount down, and then I sprinkle the flakes on it so that it sticks, and then that seems to be helping. And I did, like with the yellow bird, I made, I don't know if I could show you, a sachet of, like, how people put sachets of fertilizer. I made a sachet of the bug stuff, and I put in top of it. So I'm going to try to do that for each of my mounts for a while. I mean, I got to order some more of it. But I did sprinkle. I sprayed them and sprinkled them all with it, and it stuck to them. So I think they're decently treated. But I think for a long-term solution, that's what I'm going to do, is do those sachets and put it at the top. That way, when it gets wet, then it trickles down in and the roots absorb it, and because it's a systemic also. So yeah, but anyways, run my mouth here. I'm going to make my video longer than I should. Middleburg Mauge. Again, I always want to call it Taj Mahal. What is wrong with me? And, of course, you've probably seen as I was running my jibs, Frances Fox is open. But hang tight. I'm going to spin her a little bit so we can have a better look at her. We got it spun around. Now, sadly, this one's upside down. There's not a thing I can do about that. But she is upside down. This bigger one, the biggest one, the first one that opened, it is definitely the nicest one. So the small one on top, it's getting ready to open, and it's going to open right. And then there's another bloom right beside of it. So, but yes, there is my Frances Fox. I'm so happy to see her this year. Let me see if it helps turn the light on her a little bit. Yep. I can't say it. It's a long, weird name, so Frances Fox is the easiest to say. We're kind of going to jump through here a little fast, you guys, because nothing much is going on up here. Nothing is going on down here. Except for the little, the red Why Not has three buds on her. So those should look pretty nice. And we've got the yellow Why Not over there. It's getting ready to open. So I'm going to do some nice photo opportunities. I did bring, when I watered this week, I brought down Digbiana because she was looking really dry. Of course, you know, I didn't get a water for 2 weeks, so I did put a little moss around the roots. So, and I'm going to try to take a little bit of extra special care of her for right now. So that's the reason she's over here, but other than that, nothing else is going on that shelf. Up here, I did switch. Let me turn the light out so I can zoom you guys out a little bit. I did switch some things around. The Canama Azure Sky is going over. She's looking really thin. Of course, little Cattleya Peaches, one of her blooms is going over, and the other is looking, yeah, a little worse for the wear. So they're not going to be around too much longer. Down here, nothing is going on. So, nothing on this shelf has changed. Rex has got a nice new growth, looking good, but that's about it. And down here, nothing's going on. Still nothing in those two sheaths. Nothing going on there at all. One of the Dendrobium denphals did spike, and I pulled it out, so I'll show it to you real quick. Down here, I did want to show you this little girl. This, we don't too often get to see her. This is Cattleya Coral Queen. She is, this one loves to stay wet. I'm actually thinking, I've got two divisions of this one. I'm actually thinking about putting her in a semi-hydro situation, one of them, and see, you know, I've never done semi-hydro, but she's in straight coconut husk, and she sits in 1 inch of water. So she likes to stay wet, wet, wet. And if you don't, her buds will blast. So, yep. We're not going to look at the violets because, like I said, I took a little long, so I don't want to make my video very long. So hang tight, and we'll go over here. And asked about this Dendrobium. Somebody asked me. I can't remember who it was. It is a no ID. All of my denphals are no IDs, but you know, I was saying that the Orchid Supply Store got in a bunch of very nice, every color of the rainbow den fowls, and yeah, to go check them out. So but like I said, mine are, this one I just call Pink Stripe because I don't really have an ID for her. Just like the Blue Happiness over there that's now currently in Spike. So yeah, that one, it's just the commercial names they call them, Blue Happiness. So yep, that's as good as I can do because I don't have actual names for them. So stop at the table again. I figured it was easier to put the mounts down here and let you look at them. Green Dragon, nice new growth here. I need to stabilize her a little bit more. I'm going to do that before I hang her back up today. The Calychistas all looking really good. I might do an update on them. Some leaf growth. This is the pink, the pretty white and pink one. Looks really good. Got a lot of new growth on it, and she's doing quite well. This is the Lunifera. The end of this spike is looking a little worse to wear, but yeah, I don't know if it's ready to be cut off. I'm not going to cut them unless they dry up. So, and there is the little one that I got from Yoshi. It's got a couple little leaves on it. Looking good though. A couple nice new little roots coming. The growing tips are extending on it. Looking good. And here is the little green one. It's got a nice new leaf on it, and its growing tips have extended. So looking pretty good. Let's turn the light out, zoom out, and we will go around here. I had to move this little angel eye, or Alori Alba snowflake crossed with angel eyes, because she opened up these blooms and she was just really jam-packed in there, and those buds are starting to open now too over there. I'm hoping if those you know, if those ones get opened too at the same exact time. These are the oldest ones, so I'm afraid that they're going to go over before all three sets open. It would be nice. It would really make for a nice show, but yeah. So the other bud's not exactly, but it is Alori Alba Snowflake crossed with SLC Angel Eyes. The Zygo Parkside is still here. Let's see if that helps a little bit. Looking good. The Mendenhall fell, so there is another bud up there. Though I'm pretty sure when I got it down and watered it, I could tell there was another bud coming. So, yep, her bud is done, and actually it's laying in the Zygo Parkside. Yep, my little samurai guy. So, alright, down here on this middle shelf, of course, beautiful yellow Why Not. She's got, I think, one more. That's all I can see in there that's set to open. Nope, two more maybe. Yep, two more. So yeah, but look at that nice little tuft of flowers. So cute. Everybody here is growing. Nothing's going on in there. The Leptodes are all looking good. This was a surprise. That one has bloomed before though. That is the I'll get the name and put it on the screen for you guys, because I can't remember it right off and I don't want to spin it around. I did actually get it to flip up because it was upside down. It was going that way because this leaf had it going kind of wonky. So yeah, I was like, don't do it. So yeah, but I did get it turned around, and it is starting to, it's going to fall the right way and open the right way. So my pretty little Calimnia is still here, looking cute as ever. And the Vanda Peaches back there is still here. Put a focus on them. She really had a great bloom this year. That is an awesome bloom. She had 2 spikes on the main plant and 1 on a keiki, and yeah, I was really tickled about that. I need to water mounts. The Trantuanis are looking sad and they're dry, so I need to get them watered, but whether they're going to make it or not at this point doesn't seem real likely. Let me zoom back out a little bit. The Deliciosa spike is right there, looking good. So she actually has a small little bud on it. It wants to focus on what's behind it. And the Rhodosticta spike is done for. I had to repot her because it started dying off anyway, and the plant didn't have any roots. The roots were all growing up out of the media, so whether or not you could see that, you know, the top of the plant was growing real stressed looking anyway. So I hope, you know, hope repotting didn't mess things up for the plant. You know, hopefully the plant will get caught back up, but the spike is done for. So I'll probably go ahead and snip it off. The Diachia is still right there. Both spikes are just really long, and I don't see anything, you know, there's no real buds forming on it or anything. I don't know. It's the first time for me, you know, and then like I said, putting up that second one right there. So I don't know. I don't know what's, you know, it's just new to me. I think, zoom back out, I think that is basically it that's going on that shelf. Oh, of course, well, wait a minute, yeah. I did miss the, all the little spikes on the, Magnolia crossed with, what was it? It's Magnolia crossed with Alluri. Yeah. Magnolias crossed with Alluri. Coming up there looking really good. And speaking of magnolias, down here we got one opening. Can't wait till she's open. Let's see if see if we can get a focus on it. It's really hard because it's a small. No matter how I do it, it's got plans all its own, don't it? I don't know. It's really hard to get it to focus, guys. But, yeah, she is. I can't remember how I got it to work before, you know. It is small, but sometimes there's certain blooms I just have a really hard time getting. That's not too bad. You can see that little lip. She has the cutest little lip. So yeah, as soon as she opens, I will definitely get pictures. There's only 2 buds on her right now, and I'll take that though. I'll take that. So, and of course, then you've got beautiful Mammy Akasuta Volcano Queen going over. She's looking really thin, and her lips getting yucky, ugly spots. They don't stick around too long. The Caliente Fairyland is back there. Got a couple buds coming up on her. And pretty much so that is it. Down here, the seedlings. Everybody's doing pretty good. I mean, yep, nothing really new to report down there, but they're all growing, and I really got hands-on them, and they're looking really great. So let's do cute little angel eyes here, a Lori crossed with angel eyes, for me to say my goodbyes. So with that said, I appreciate all you beautiful, wonderful people stopping by and hanging out with me. And bye for now, y'all. Till we meet again. Till we meet again.